Okay, hey, here you go, buddies. San Francisco, there's Ron and Mark and Liz and this is B footage. We're gonna stick this. I'm gonna stick this in some video at some point. There you go.
San Francisco.
Yeah, whatever. San Francisco. You look like a fisherman, Ron. Is that a fisherman's hat? Okay. I don't know. Take care. Hey, VC, it's Mazzy here. We're in San Francisco in an elevator at the St. Sir Francis Drake Hotel, and you're gonna see some sights and sounds of San Francisco, and records too. This is the San Francisco vintage streetcars. They brought a lot of these from around the world here to run on Market Street along the Embarcadero Freeway. And it started in the Embarcadero when the double-decker freeway was torn down after the Loma Prieta earthquake in 1989. And they had green ones when I was growing up. The old green ones were San Francisco, but now they have a lot of these they bought from around the world and restored them. This is the Hyatt Regency Hotel, built around 1970. I think it was completed. John Portman was the architect that first designed, I think, the beautiful, depending on your taste, with the atrium in Atlanta, the big Atlanta Hyatt Regency. Very kind of Bauhaus architecture, late 60s, early 70s. Portman. He also did the Embarcadero Center, which is 4 buildings. That tall building, there's 4 of them. And we're going to come up to the glorious San Francisco Ferry Building on the Embarcadero. So adjacent from the Hyatt Regency, these are the other Embarcadero Center buildings that were built in the 70s. Now, this is Valancourt Plaza, and the Valancourt Fountain is right on the Embarcadero. This is a fountain that's either the most beautiful or the ugliest fountains ever made, and it became famous to rock people. In the late 80s, there was a free concert here I showed up at with U2, and U2 performed for live at the height of their success, the early, kind of the first decade of their success, maybe even earlier than that. And Bono stood on the top of it and spray painted on it, and people were incensed that he spray painted. I can't remember what he spray painted, but you can probably Google that faster than I can right now. So this is the Embarcadero, and here we are at San Francisco's Ferry Building. Restaurants, cafes, boutique food inside, gastronomical feast. So here's a little tour. And yes, Lionel Richie, there are some homeless people in San Francisco. It's a national dilemma, not just San Francisco, but I won't get into the politics of that right now, or the opiate crisis and disparity of the 1%, as Bernie would say. Okay, we're on Sutter Street in downtown San Francisco, and this is now appropriately called the Vertigo Hotel. This is a hotel where Kim Novak stayed in the movie Vertigo, Alfred Hitchcock. Just a few more tidbits for your enjoyment. Here's the fabulous gates to San Francisco's Chinatown. Bush Street gates to Grant Avenue. As seen in Big Trouble in Little China, as many other films located on location in San Francisco's Chinatown. At least exteriors. Leland Stanford, Charles Crockett, Huntington and Mark Hopkins were the big four, the land railroad barons of California. And this is the top of Nob Hill. The Flood Mansion. This Grace Cathedral, Art Garfunkel recorded some of Angel Clare's first solo album there. There's the the Fairmont Hotel. This is the Mark Hopkins at the beginning of the movie Bullitt. Robert Duvall drives a taxi and picks up a passenger here in the Steve McQueen film Bullitt. And let's see, there is an apartment building straight back right after the Fairmont Hotel that was also used in the film, actually two films, The Woman Wore Red and also in Hitchcock's Vertigo. So here we are, San Francisco, Nob Hill.
Oyster Alice.
Olive, please.
Thank you. What? Ready charcoal.
Now we're in South Market, the new extension of Moscone Center, the revamping of the convention center. Actually, a beautiful job, modern architecture, and theaters, and the new addition, or fairly new, a couple years, San Francisco Museum of Modern Art, SF MoMA. Okay, this is really dangerous. We're having a dangerous time. You know why? Danger. Open hole.
I can't believe they write that.
That's creepy.
It's a lot
So would it be less dangerous if the hole was closed
Look at, they even did it from the sky.
from the sky? Danger! Open hole. Now she saw it before I did, so it wasn't like Mazzy's
My
gutter
fault, my
mouth.
fault.
Wasn't my gutter mouth.